Cryptocurrency. Ever thought you could make a transaction without the need for an online wallet, bank, and third person? Cryptocurrency is any form of currency that exists digitally or virtually and uses cryptography to secure transactions. They don't have a central issuing or regulating authority, instead using a decentralized and secure system to record transactions and issue new units. For example, Jack, John, and Anna have 3 coins in reserve. First, Jack sends 2 coins to John. A record is created in the form of a block. The transaction details between them are permanently inscribed in this block. This record also holds the number of coins each of them. So after Jack's transaction, John has 5 coins while Jack has 1. Following this, Anna sends 1 coin to Jack and 1 coin to John. New blocks are created for each of these transactions. These blocks hold the transaction details, as well as how many coins Jack, John, and Anna have in their wallets. These blocks are linked to each other as each of them takes reference from the previous one for the number of coins each owns. This chain of records or blocks is called a ledger, and this ledger is shared among all of them, which acts as a public distributed ledger. A hacker will not be able to change the data in the blockchain because each user has a copy of the ledger and the data within the blocks are encrypted by complex algorithms. Today, many people around the world are familiar with the cryptocurrency market and make transactions with these currencies every day, but who validates these transactions? Proof of work. Validation is done by miners who validate blocks by solving complex mathematical problems and then adding them to the blockchain block by block. A miner who is the first to solve this problem and add a block to the blockchain receives a certain coin as a reward. The process of adding a block to the blockchain is called mining, and the process of solving the complex mathematical problem is called proof of work. This process requires miners, which require a certain amount of energy, which is the main problem of proof of work. Proof of stake. In the proof of stake system, there are no miners. Users who validate transactions and create new blocks in this system are called forgers. In this system, blocks are forged or minted, not mined. Validators are not chosen completely at random. To become a validator, a node must deposit a certain amount of coins into the network as a stake. The amount of the stake determines the chances of a validator being selected to forge the next block. For example, if Jack deposits 1 coin into the network while Anna deposits 10 coins, Anna now has 10 times the chance of being selected to forge the next block. When a node is selected to validate the next block, it checks to see if all the transactions it contains are actually valid. If everything is correct, the node signs the block and adds it to the blockchain, and as a reward, the node receives the fees associated with each transaction. But how can we trust-rate the validators on the network? Well, this is where the stakes come in. When a node validates a fraudulent transaction, it loses its stakes and also cannot be a forger in the future. And if a node no longer wants to be a validator, its stake plus any transaction fees it received will be released after a certain time, not immediately. So the differences between proof of work and proof of stake are quite large. Proof of stake does not let everyone mine for new blocks and therefore uses much less energy. It's also more decentralized. Another important advantage is that setting up a node for a proof of stake-based blockchain is much less costly compared to a proof of work-based blockchain. You do not need expensive mining equipment, and thus proof of stake encourages more people to set up a node, making the network more decentralized and also more secure.